Oh, I'm on TubeTalk.
Welcome to you, my G, Dougie.
Hello.
Hey, you, my brother.
I'm okay, yeah. Better before you said that. Yeah.
Am I embarrassing you?
Yeah.
What did you have for lunch last Friday?
Steak and cheese pie.
What are you going to have for lunch this Friday?
Steak and cheese pie.
Tomato sauce?
Steak and cheese pie.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. Alright. I think we all need you to go back to school now.
Never. So last week, I mean, what a week it was, really.
It was a superb week, Doug. It was a superb.
Fantastic week. 9 runners, 2 winners, but all of them finished in top 4.
Yeah. Yeah. All ran really well.
Surprising?
Nah, not at all. They're good horses. Good trainers. Well bought.
Yeah.
Good owners.
Some late nights of buying horses.
Very late nights. Yeah. Alright.
To start it off, though, Mubaru's ran 3rd in the Wyong Cup.
Listed race, so he gets black type. Super run, he was caught wide early, went forward, they went really hard, everything in front of him stopped. He kicked, he got beaten by a couple of horses coming over the top of him from behind with softer runs. Super run, he's had a great campaign. He now goes out for a spell for a month. We thought about, about going to the Newcastle Cup, but he goes out for a spell. He'll come back and he'll be racing in some really nice group races when he comes back.
Rock Island Lion finished 2nd.
He continued his great run of form. The strongest field he's probably raced against. He was back last from his draw. We talked about it last week. He looped the field, hit the line hard for 2nd. Super run. He's in great form. His next start will be in the Group 3 Muriel Metric Mile at Awapuni later this month.
And then a Tissue finished 4th in a new, what's it called, gone up a group, has she?
She went up a grade.
Grade, yeah.
She went up a grade, and she should have won. There's no question. She had an outside barrier drawn. Kieran, she jumped okay, he elected to go back, and what nobody could see was how far this field would get strung out. So she had 20 lengths to make up at the 600. She's run the fastest last 600 in the race, and she's failed winning by a length. So she's made up 19 lengths. It's been an enormous run. If you know, I mean, it's easy to do, and I don't blame Kieran at all. He's a fantastic jockey. It's just one of those things you make a split decision. If he'd probably gone forward, as things had panned out, he would have gone in, but he didn't know that at the time. So he made a decision, and on the face of it, was the right decision at the time. So she's flying. She's going super, and she may possibly run next week in the Bill Ritchie Group 2, or the following week in the Bill Ritchie Group 3, the following week in the Shannon Group 2, or maybe a rating race. We're just working that out at the moment.
And then Art the Triumph won as well.
Yeah, Art the Triumph, very, very smart Venomous filly. Fresh up at Ashburton in an open 3-year-old race. She sat last and just buried them, won easy. And, you know, she was only sort of 70-80% fit too, so she's heading to the 1,000 guineas. She's a serious, serious horse. Her next start will be in the listed Canterbury Bell Stakes.
And then Alicera ran 2nd fresh up.
Yep, lovely run from him. He's a horse that's really matured. Everything just came a bit soon from last season, but this season his action's really good. He sat sort of midfield, came wider, hit the line really well. He'll improve his stack for it. He'll be hard to beat next start. He's in for a good campaign.
Loose Cannon bolted in at Taupo. Sorry.
She did. She's a horse that's always had enormous ability. She's had group ability, but she's been very injury prone. So this was only her 10th start for a 3rd win. Her last start was Boxing Day, where she won at Ellerslie. So she hasn't raced for 9 months, and it was a good field. 3, I think, in the top 5. 3 of them were group horses. And she was, again, 70-80% fit. She had one quiet trial, and she just destroyed them. I mean, she won so easily. So the big thing with her is holding her together, and Stephen Marsh did a great job with that. And if he holds her together, they won't be able to stop her getting black type. She's very smart.
Margaret Jean was 4th first up.
Yeah, really good run. Only very lightly raced mare. She's come back Sacred Falls as a 4-year-old. We really like her as a stayer. She got back off the speed. They walked in front and then sprinted. She got left flat-footed, but her last 200 was really strong. She roared at the line. she's in for a very good campaign. She's got a mile next, and we watch out when she gets to 2,000 metres. She's progressive.
Chablis ran second.
One of our imports, second up. He was third fresh up. He got back, had to take off at the 6,700, looped the field, had to race 3 wide on the speed for that last 600 to 700 metres. Hit the front, looked the winner, and he got run down by the favourite that had a soft run the whole way. He's going super. He continues to improve. He's got a lot more improvement in him. He's going to be a very good Sydney horse, and he is a win waiting to happen. If he draws well as his next start, he'll be awfully hard to beat.
Then Chablis also ran. Carlos was fourth.
Carlos was fourth, only his 5th race day start. Another import. Nice fresh up run from him last start. This start going up to 1,900 metres. He got back on the rail. He got off at the top of the very short straight, only 200 metres. Took a while to get balanced up and then hit the line hard, beating just over a length. Get him onto a bigger track and get him going further distances over longer. He'll be really good. He's going to make into a really, really nice staying horse in Sydney. So really happy with him. Just looking at options coming up, we may have to back him up next week over 1,800 on the Kensington track, because it's another tight track in 2 weeks' time. So we'll see where we go with him, but he's a really progressive staying horse in Australia. Very well bred too.
I think most importantly, out of all the winners last week, was the bet of the week. Yes. It's
Finally!
a year and a half later, he's done it.
Bet of the week got up. And just to show you how little respect the bookies and everyone have for my bet of the week, I tipped him, and then the TAB pushed him out. He got longer and longer in the market. So everyone that heard me say him just immediately put a line through it and picked something else, including the TAB. So he ended up paying a lot more than what he was when I said him. So yeah, very good. It's nice when you get them right. Nice horse going forward there.
You never get it right.
Well, hey, got it right last week. I'm going to get it right this week. It's going to be 2 weeks in a row.
Okay.
Let's talk about this week.
This week, Friday at Wingatui, race 5, we have Sanctify.
So Sanctify won 3 starts ago and then has done nothing in the next 2 starts. She's one of those horses that when she puts her best foot forward, she wins, and when she doesn't do much. It's just up to her mindset. So it's D-Day tomorrow. She's got to perform. So her career is on the line. Now she's got she's got a nice draw. I think she's barrier 2. Change of jockey we just thought might help too, so we've done that. And look, I certainly wouldn't bet against her winning or running well. I think she certainly can. It's just the mind frame that she's in, but she needs to show it to us. I'll be having a few dollars on it because I think she'll be very competitive.
And then Saturday at Te Rapa, race 4, we have Iridani.
Rare, yeah. She won 2 starts ago. Then last start we just went 15.50. It was just a touch too far for her. She's been scratched a number of times because she keeps drawing terrible barriers. She's got a reasonable barrier this time. Barrier 8. Sam Weatherly rides. Te Rapa. It's a slow 8 today. I hope it comes back into about a slow 7, dead 6 range. If it does, she's certainly right in this race. She's a nice each way chance. The Waikato track is very, very much horses for courses. They either like it or they don't. She has placed there before, so does cope with it.
New Plymouth, race 4 was She's Apples.
Winner last start. Very easy winner last start. Then we had the lockdown and no racing, and we've given her a quiet trial since. She ran very well in a very strong trial. She goes to Plymouth over 1,300 metres. She's raced well there before. Lisa Allpress in the saddle. A lot of ticks in the box. She's got barrier 12, which isn't great, but the track's heavy, so that may fall into her favour. I think she's a really, really nice each way chance. She usually jumps and goes forward. She'll probably be handyish. She's confident. She's racing well. Really good each way chance.
Now at Doomben, race 3, we have Stardom.
He's racing really well. Last start he just got too far back, but he hit the line strongly. She's got barrier 5 this time. The horse to beat is at the top of the page. It beat him last time, London Banker, but it's gone up in weight. He always hits a flat spot about the 600, but I think it looks a nice race for him. As long as he gets in, gets cover, hopefully he's sort of midfield, not too far back, he'll be hitting the line hard. He's a good each way chance. And it's 2,000 metres also. I'm looking forward to getting him up over a little bit more ground.
At Kimber Grange, race 10, we have Wairiri Falls.
Like this horse, won really well 2 starts back. Last start, he just had a terrible draw, got back last, but stormed home. Fastest last 600 of the race. It's quite a strong field, but I think he's right up to them. He's got barrier 7 this time. I think he's coming 1 to barrier 6 with a scratching. I like that. He'll be a bit closer in the running. He's rock hard fit. I think he's over the odds. I think he's $12 at the moment. I'll be having a fair bit of that.
And finally at Flemington, race 10, we have Skyman.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Scratched last week because of a wide draw. He goes to Flemington, his favourite track. He had 3 starts there for 2 wins. He's got barrier 1, 1700 metres is right up his alley after going 1500 last start. Last start he went with him 1/100th of a second of the track record. He's been installed favourite. He probably deserves to be. It's a strong field, but the horse is flying. He's an excellent chance. He's a very, very good winning chance. He's a very good horse, and I think he's heading towards some very good group racing over spring.
And then now time for the second bet of the week, hopefully to win in a row. And at New Plymouth on Saturday, race 6, we have Belt Road.
We do. Belt Road. I really like this horse. He looked very, very good last summer. And then he had an interesting campaign. Like, he went up to Ellerslie on the 13th of March, and he came back to Trentham a week later, which is pretty tough, and ran there on the 20th. Then in July, he went up to Ruakaka 1 week, and then he came back, and then he went down south. Like, he's been everywhere, and he's been running on hard tracks and wet tracks. His last start, he won on a heavy 11. So he's pretty hardy, and he copes with most things. I think he's a very talented horse. He's probably going to get a heavy 10 track, but he'll cope with that at New Plymouth. I think he gets him quite well at the weights. I think that there's a couple of horses in there with false form. They look good, but I don't think their form is anywhere near as good as his when you look into it. He's racing against some good horses. So at $5.50, I think Belt Road is a very good bet, and he is our bet of the week.
And that concludes TubeTalk.
It does, and we'll see you all next week, people. Have a great weekend.
Well, hopefully we're in level 3.
Let's go for level 3 next week.
To go. Emanon to the outside of No Bouquet. Victor Rouge 3 wide. Then Buoyant and Venturesome together. They seem to have run it along at a pretty good clip. Then came Mackenzie Ladd. Art de Triomphe coming to the outside from Lux Kamamore. In the straight, Emanon the leader. Victor Rouge, Buoyant. Art de Triomphe wide out. Mackenzie Ladd looking to switch ground to the inside. In the meantime, Buoyant getting to Emanon. And here's Art de Triomphe over the top of them all. At the 150, Art de Triomphe loomed up with Buoyant and Emanon. It's Art de Triomphe with a neck in front. She's pricking the ears here, Art de Triomphe. She's way too good first up. Art de Triomphe, photo second.